It has been just over 30 days since I started promoting this song. As you can see, the release date is on November 20th, 2025, and our all-time streams are just over 4,400 streams. Now, I'm going to take you into the back end, show you the playlist that this song was added to, but I want to walk you through that whole process in this 30-day update. So we are going to talk about the platform I used. We are going to talk about the process behind starting the campaign on that platform, and then I'll finish off by showing you the playlists to which I was added. So the platform I used is called YouGrow Promo, and they offer promotion services for musicians across 4 different platforms. That's Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Under their Spotify playlist promotion, they have 5 campaign types that they run. They have the starter, which goes for $97, and their biggest one is Icon, which goes for $1,917. Now I went with the starter campaign because it was my first time using the platform, and here they say the average results they get are between 2 and 6,000 organic streams. So I have a video talking about the process behind starting my campaign. I'll leave that down in the description. You can check it out. But once I opened my campaign with them, they sent me a series of emails, and one of those emails came from my campaign manager. So what happens when you open a campaign with them? You're assigned a campaign manager who reaches out to you via email, and then you are given a dashboard on YouGrow Promo just for you to track the progress of your campaign. So you can see my order date here was November 22nd, 2025. And what happens here under the order status, it shows where you are at in the process of pitching or of playlist placement. So once you assign a campaign manager, you can see mine is right here. They'll reach out to you via email and tell you, oh, now we are pitching your song. And under the order status here, it will show pitching. And then once you're placed, it will show placement made. Now let's talk about what the campaign manager tells you about himself. He basically gives you a bio telling you what he likes and basically how he works with artists. He also gives you his availability, and then within the same dashboard you're given a campaign status and also an update from your campaign manager. So here, if he's in the process of pitching, he'll basically tell you about that in this write-up here. But you can see my song was already placed, and once it was placed, he told me that in order to reach my goal, which is the 2 to 6k organic streams on average, it will take about 2 to 6 weeks. And then when you scroll a little further down, you'll see there's a playlist overview under which the playlists you've been added to are shown. So you can see I was added to 2 playlists, and I would like to touch on something here. There is a common misconception, at least from my end. I thought that you need to be on multiple Spotify playlists in order to get a lot of streams or to get a lot of people listening to your music, real listeners. But something I've discovered is it's about being on the right kind of playlist, not just any playlist. So this only came to my attention when I started using this platform and I was put on only 2 playlists, whereas I've tried other platforms where I've been put on multiple and I was never able to hit the same number of streams. Which brings me to the next point. I would like to give you guys a quick heads up. I'm currently working on a playlist promotion guide based entirely on my own campaigns. What worked, what didn't work, and how I approached this safely. If you want early access and an early bird discount, I've put a link in the description where you can join my email list, and I'll be sharing updates there first. So, what playlists was I added to? And is it authentic? Is it real? So, back into my Spotify for Artists profile, the overview here you can see I've got over 3,000 listeners and over 4,000 streams in total. Now, let me take you to the playlists. Actually, before I do that, you can see that there are other metrics here that I like to actually focus on, not just the streams or the listeners. You can see that there is the playlist ads, which are over 200 playlists or over 250 playlists that have been added to since the campaign started, and over 40 saves since the campaign started. These are important metrics because they show real engagement by people that have listened to your song. So under the playlists tab, you can see that I have 25 playlists that are highlighted here, but then the ones that are shown under this page are 5 in total. And these top 2 are the ones that YouGrow promo put me on. They are the ones that not really put me on, but they pitched my song to these 2 playlists, and the curators themselves added me to their playlists. And you can see they have contributed the bulk of my Spotify streams. Now, if you want to actually see if these are real playlists, this is the proof. You can see the chill rap and hip hop playlist has over 350,000 saves and 202 songs. That's the first playlist, which kind of justifies why it has the highest number of streams being brought in. It has the largest number of saves. And then we have the chill hip hop vibes playlist, which has almost 60,000 saves and 130 songs. For that playlist drove almost 1,000 streams to my song. Now, these 2 playlists are what we call listener playlists. They are created by Spotify listeners, and therefore your music can be added by the curators that are independent from Spotify. However, after these 2 playlists, you can see these 3 playlists right here. These 3 playlists, the thing they have in common is that they've all been created by Spotify. And these specifically are called algorithmic playlists, which are an essential indicator when it comes to playlist promotion or Spotify promotion in general. They basically indicate that your song has driven some traffic, has driven some engagement, and therefore it has been picked up by the algorithm and been added to algorithmic playlists. So the only way to get on this kind of playlists is to get some form of traction to your song, which happened after I got onto these playlists. 2 to 3 days after I got on, then I got added to these playlists. And as you can see, they have also added, this in particular has added a large number of streams to my song. So that's something that maybe you could keep in mind as an artist that's getting in. Algorithmic playlists are something you want to kind of strive for, because they are an indicator that your song is doing something right. You're getting the right kind of traffic to your song. So let's just go over the metrics one more time. Under overview, you can see we have listeners, we have streams. The song obviously has a bit of replay value because you can see we have less number of listeners by about 1,000 when compared to the streams. But even more importantly, there are a large number of playlist ads and also saves from the people that are listening to the song. That's something that you should look out for when you decide to promote your song. If you're seeing the listeners and the streams going up, or rather the streams going up but these other metrics are not going up, that's a red flag. And these are some of the things I'm going to be covering in my safe playlist promotion guide. So once again, I'm going to leave the email list below. Get on there and get yourself an early bird discount. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.